One two 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 one two.
Pregnant, one word, many emotions. Sioux Falls Catholic Family Services.
Station from the Real Presence Radio Network. On Real Presence Radio, welcome to the Knights Game Day Show, sponsored by First Premier Bank, Premier Bank Card.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world's only Corn Palace here in Mitchell, South Dakota, where tonight the O'Gorman Knights, 18-0, are taking on the Mitchell Colonels here at 7-10. Tip-off will be at about 20 minutes from now as we get ready on the First Premier Bank Card Game Day Show. I'm Dan Johnson here on Real Presence Radio, and the Knights continue their winning streak. It's at 18-0. The Knights have one regular season game left against Sioux Falls, Washington, and that is next Thursday night at home. The Colonels have two games left. They play Sioux Falls, Washington next Tuesday and Aberdeen next Friday. The Lady Knights took care of business this past Thursday night as they traveled to Huron to take on the Huron Lady Tigers, and they took them in 69-46 the final, and they had a great outing up there. I'm going to bring in our play-by-play announcer here tonight, Brett Byler. Brett, you know, the Knights jumped out to the big lead over here, and they went 21-5 right away in the first quarter. They never looked back. You know, what stood out to you but the game, you know, with the ladies and how they manhandled it. I'll just say it that way. how they handled Huron Tigers.
You're pretty correct by that statement, Dan. Yeah, I think just playing in a new building, you're not used to a lot of the spacing, the rims, the background, and everything. And they came out and played terrific ball in the first quarter. They made some threes. We knew the threes were going to be available for them. Huron was packing the paint. They were able to get offensive rebounds, and they were also able to create turnovers with their press. But one of the consistent stand in the last three ball games is the first quarter of play. O'Gorman's outscoring their opponents the last three games in the first quarter 61-11. That works pretty well. And
they need to continue that tonight. And I look for them, you know, again, the record of the Mitchell Colonels is 7-10. And so I look forward for the Lady Knights to jump out here, and I pray, and I'll have to grab my rosary later, that they have a good game tonight. So
yeah, one other thing real quick, Dan, is I thought the Knights defense did a really good job of recognizing Haven Hines. She was coming to the game averaging about 19 points a game. She only had 7 points. We were able to find her on the court and make it difficult. They did have the Feenstra girl came in and made 3 threes in the first half, but the two girls that are the best shooters, the Shreve girl and Haven Hines, we did a good job locating them defensively.
And Heemstra there, she was a starter and hurt her shoulder, and then now it's coming back off the IR, and she had 3 threes there and kind of kept them from
afloat in the first quarter.
Yeah, kept them back in there. But Emma had 18, Hannah Ronzik had 15, and Carly had 14. Carly had 4 threes, and that's what, you know, Carly had a little bit of a slump there last couple of games. Now she's back in it. We call her the general out on the court there. So the Huron Tigers, like we said, are 7-10, are currently sitting 12th in the power. The Mitchell Colonels lost all 5 starters from last year. The top 6 rotation players from last year that finished 4th in the state tournament. It was 8th seed under Coach Wes Morgan. Now he is now the boys' assistant, and we remember, and I don't want to remember this. Remember that Thursday afternoon last year out in Rapid City, where the number 1 seed, we got beat by the number 8 seed, 63-54 in the first round of the state tournament. So, you know, Brett, this is kind of a little revenge question, you know, factor tonight for Lady Knights. Do they have it back in tonight now?
I absolutely would think so, Dan. I think that's one of the ones you might mark on your calendar when the schedule comes out. Coach Coldred, I'm sure the coaching staff for sure would, just because, yeah, it's definitely a game where we had hopes of winning the state title last year, Dan, as the number 1 seed, and Mitchell, a veteran team, came in and beat us. You know, I mean, they outplayed us. We had beat them a couple weeks earlier by 16 points, but it's just one of those games where everything went right for Mitchell after a good start, and it didn't go well for us. And a lot of our girls who play in that game, Dan, they're starters. They're playing again this year, while Mitchell, on the other hand, they only had a couple girls, 3 that actually are playing tonight that played in that game, and the most of any of those 3 played was 5 minutes. So they lose a lot, but we do it like Emma starting last year, Izzy, Carly. All these girls are going to remember that, I think. So it'll be interesting to see how that factors into tonight.
And let's not forget the 4 coaches. They remember that, and I remember that. So Mitchell has a new coach. Like I said, Wes Morgan now is assistant for the boys. Is he a freshman boy, I think?
I think he's a sophomore
boy, and he's going to be a good player for Mitchell. And so he's over there now, and the boys helping Nurendorf over there. So Mitchell lost their last game Thursday night here at the Corn Palace to the Yankton Gazelles, 43-38. They held Yankton to only 33% shooting in the game, but struggled offensively. What's the biggest challenges Mitchell presents tonight to the O'Gorman?
And I'm kind of basing this off of, Dan, of some of the newspaper articles lately about Mitchell, because I haven't seen him in person this year. But from what I've seen and heard, just reading and talking to people, they play a really aggressive man-to-man defense. So they're going to try to make it hard just to catch the ball. They're kind of a defensive-oriented squad. They play a lot of girls. So, I mean, you can play really hard defense if you're rotating some girls where you're not worried about them getting tired. I think rebounding, Macy Kemp's a player for them that's played really well this year, averaged about 16 points. She had 14 rebounds against Yankton, so that's the one area a couple weeks ago we were struggling a little bit with rebounding. So, and Haley Hahn's another girl, a big, strong girl for Mitchell. So I think handling Mitchell's ball pressure will be something for us, and then also rebounding tonight.
So we talk about the last two times. I won't talk about the last time we played Mitchell. I already did, but the time before that, the Mitchell Colonels came over to O'Gorman back last year on February 16th at O'Gorman. O'Gorman won 53-37 at that game.
And that was a Saturday night as well.
Yep. Series history, Mitchell leads 28-18. O'Gorman won 5 of the last 6 meetings. And, of course, we know that the last time what happened out in Rapid City. So,
and then before we go to the scoreboard, I do want to answer our trivia thing we were talking about Thursday night if people are listening about.
Oh, the coaches,
coaches winning both AA boys and girls state title. We know Coach Tim Buddenhagen did it for Huron in 1989 for the girls and 2004 for the boys. We were wondering about Coach Gary Munson, so I got here. Looking right across from us, I don't know if you can see it in the stream, but he coached the Mitchell girls to state championships in 90, 92, and 94. I know the boys' banners here on the other side, so I don't know the years, but I know the Mitchell boys under Coach Munson won some state titles too. So Coach Munson and Coach Buddenhagen would be two of our answers for that trivia question.
Coach Gary Munson, God bless him, was an icon. I mean, and anybody who grew up in basketball, I know you're from Nebraska, anybody in basketball in South Dakota knew who Gary Munson was. And he
coached Derek Roby at Mitchell back in the early 80s. I don't want to age Coach Roby, but in the early 80s.
I will. And also you had a guy by the name of Mike Miller, and that's where he's had phenomenal players. So let's get in a little bit. There's some other games today and some, I thought, one upset already today. Brett?
Yeah, let's do the upset you mentioned, Dan. In AA boys, Aberdeen Central traveled to Harrisburg. Aberdeen Central won 69-51. A big road win for Aberdeen Central. They're 10-8 on the year. Harrisburg was playing really good. They beat Brandon Valley this week and beat Sioux Falls Christian this week, so a loss for Harrisburg. Pier Boys will be taking on Sioux Falls Lincoln. That game is right underway right now over at Lincoln. Watertown's at Brandon Valley. Yankton is at Huron tonight in boys. That'll be a big one. Yankton's boys beat Mitchell pretty good last night in Yankton. Now they go up to Huron tonight. Watertown's girls are taking on Brandon Valley. That is a doubleheader with the boys. That girls game is underway. Lincoln looks like they lead Pier 18-7 in the first quarter of that one. That is, I believe, the girls' game, which started at 4 o'clock. Yankton's girls is at Huron. That's the first of that doubleheader. That's a 5:30. And in Sioux Falls, Washington Roosevelt girls game is at 7 o'clock tonight. So that'll be an interesting game. And we'll do some sub-varsity scores quick. The JV for O'Gorman and Crystal Richter won 56-24. The sophomore game that Dan and I just watched, Coach Danny Hughes' sophomores won 38-37. Kirsten Slimgen made 2 free throws in the final 5 seconds for the win. And finally, the freshman girls and Coach Jay Holes won 39-33.
Okay, the scoreboard update is brought to you by Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Advisor. Value Advisor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get value from their businesses. Jamison can be reached at 605-370-6931 or online at valueadvisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business Dakota Lakes. Coming up after the break, Brett sits down with Mitchell coach his first year, Cole Knipling. Stay with us on the Night's Game Day Show.
Value Advisor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jamison Rounds, managing partner of Value Advisor at 605-370-6931 or online at valueadvisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Welcome back to the First Premier Bank Card Knights Game Day Show. I'm now joined by Mitchell girls basketball coach Cole Knipling. Coach, your girls lost a close home game to Yankton, 43-38 on Thursday night. Your girls held Yankton only 33% shooting. What did your girls do well defensively in that ball game?
You know, I thought we did a good job of just being in a good stance and being in position. You know, they do a really good job of running a motion offense, lots of cuts, lots of cutters going away, and it's easy to just start following your girl and get out of position. And I thought we did a good job of staying where we needed to be. Our help was early. We were really tough on. They got that Rubin girl that's a really, really nice player, and I thought we made her work for every shot all night. So I was happy with the defensive side. The offensive side, not so much, but we played pretty good defense.
What on the offensive side, Coach, did you not like? You had 38 points, which is about 11 under your season average against Yankton.
I just thought we weren't all on the same page a lot. You know, when you're trying to run good team offense, you got to have 5 girls that are all kind of clicking together and understanding how to get each other good looks and good shots. And I just didn't think we did that well last night. It just seemed like we were kind of not on the same page. And, you know, it's making some careless mistakes that you wouldn't expect this time of year. Maybe some things you see in December, but definitely not February.
And this is your first year coaching the Mitchell girls squad, a squad that graduated 6 girls, 5 starters from last year's team. So coming into this year, Coach, you didn't have a ton of varsity experience on your roster, but now 17 games in with a new system, of course. What do you see as the biggest improvement of your girls now compared to early on in the season?
Well, I think that we've definitely learned how to handle pressure better, which will get put to the test versus O'Gorman for sure. You know, early on in the season, I didn't think we were handling people being up in our face in both the full court and the half court. And I feel like we've improved with that as the year went on. I think, too, just kind of understanding situational things. You know, every coach is different with what they want to run and what they want to do in certain game situations, and I feel like we're learning those as we go as well. So we're definitely getting more experience, which was definitely needed, and we're starting to play better in those situational aspects.
You kind of already alluded to, Coach, your opponent tonight is Sioux Falls O'Gorman. They're number 1 in Class AA. When you're watching O'Gorman on film or if you've seen him in person, what stands out to you most about this team that you're going to be facing tonight?
Well, I just think that it's definitely more than Ronzik. You know, everybody talks about Ronzik because she's such a great player, but, I mean, man, every girl that's on the floor is aggressive and making plays. They do a really good job of anticipating passes and getting out in the passing lanes, and they run the floor and finish, and I'm impressed with how well-rounded they are as a team. It's going to be tough. We got, you know, there's nobody you can help off of. There's nobody you can dork and you know, double Ronzik with anything like that. So we'll have our hands full, that's for sure.
How important, Coach, tonight will be for your girls to take care of the basketball, whether it's in the half court, if O'Gorman does the press on you guys? How important will that be for your team's success tonight?
Well, I think it's vital, you know, especially in the full court. The idea of, you know, we don't want to give them any easy points. They're talented enough offensively that we don't have to give them any easy ones because we can't take care of the ball on our end. I think it's big that when you look at the end of the night, I don't want to see that we took 10, 15, 20 less field goals than O'Gorman because we turned it over or we gave up all boards. That's huge. And it's just also just the idea of if we get it down there, then, you know, we can attack them a little bit. The goal is if we can break the press one, yeah, but if we can beat it, then we won't have to see it the whole game. Can we go get some easy buckets? Can we get some 2-on-1, 3-on-2s? And we'll see if we can get that done.
Finally, Coach, on your defensive end, what are some things your girls must do to try to slow down O'Gorman, and how important will it be holding the Knights to just one shot?
Well, I think it's huge to hold them to one shot, definitely, no matter who you're playing, but especially versus when you're facing the number 1 team in the state. You got to play a pretty perfect game in that aspect. Other than that, I just think the big thing is if you're on your heels defensively, you're going to get beat. So we got to be the aggressors. We got to go out and we got to get in the passing lanes. We got to make it tough for them to reverse the ball and get into their offense. You know, every catch round to get, we got to make her earn it. It's easier said than done, but if we can do those things, you can compete with anybody. We got to be working on being the aggressors, being the ones going out and setting the tone, not letting them bring it to us.
Thank you so much, Coach, for your time, and good luck tonight against Sioux Falls O'Gorman.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That was Cole Knipling in his first season here at the Mitchell Colonels. Don't go away. Brett Byler sits down with O'Gorman coach Kent Colesrud as the Knights Game Day Show continues on Real Presence Radio.
Pregnant, one word, many emotions. Sioux Falls Catholic Family Services is ready to support you by providing free and confidential counseling to birth parents regardless of faith or ethnic origin. For more information, to speak with a pregnancy counselor, or to schedule an appointment, call Catholic Family Services at 605-988-3775 or email cfs@sfcatholic.org.
This is Mark Konzemius. In 1987, Bishop Paul Dudley and a group of business leaders started the Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota. to help raise, manage, and distribute God's gifts as determined by donors' intent. We continue to grow their vision and legacy of faith. Many choose the Catholic Community Foundation for their charitable giving because of our commitment to Catholic moral and social values. Learn more about the Catholic Community Foundation. Visit ccfesd.org.
Welcome back to the Knights Game Day Show, brought to you by First Premier Bank Card. I'm now joined by Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls basketball coach Kent Colsrew. Coach, we played Huron the other night, going to a gym that we obviously haven't played at for a while. Your girls, I thought, played a very good ball game, both offensively and defensively in that ball game. I think we kind of knew they were going to pack the paint against us a little bit, which in turn leaves our shooters open for threes. And boy, your shooters stepped up and knocked some threes down last night.
They did, Brett. We had a lot of respect for Huron. A team that was 8-8. I think they're well coached, and I thought we really got off to a great start. Jumping out 21-5 or whatever was exactly what the doctor ordered, and a lot of that is attributed just to making some shots. We had multiple players knocking big shots. I thought we got some paint touches in a variety of different ways, which opened up some kick-out type of things. I thought we were really aggressive on the offensive board. I know Reagan Riley in particular and some other kids as well were all over the glass, which is huge when you're on the road playing solid basketball teams to get off to a really good start.
Coach, on the defensive end, we knew that Haven Heights could really shoot the ball from three. They had some three-point shooters, and obviously very good scouting, because a couple of times Emma blocked a three-point attempt. I think Hannah blocked one. It felt like your girls really did a good job recognizing where the Huron shooters were last night.
We did. We tried to do preparation to get ready for playing games like this, and we have a lot of respect for her. She's a really good basketball player, and our kids did a really nice job of identifying her out of transition. We knew a player like that, you're not going to stop. You want to try to keep them in check, and to hold her to 7 points I thought was very, very impressive. And Budenhagen girls are really solid. She did end up with 15, but I thought we found her pretty well as the Shreve girls. So just really made them have to work for their points. I thought their big three, and to their credit, they had a couple other kids that stepped up and knocked in some shot. A good basketball squad we played against, and it was just a really nice win.
Now tonight, Coach, we take on the Mitchell Colonels up at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. Mitchell, kind of a similar record than like Huron. We just faced them. I think they're about 7-9, 7-10. What do you know about your opponent tonight, the Mitchell Colonels?
Yeah, it's kind of a different group than they had last year. I think it's a group that's really grown throughout the course of the season. Just kind of looking at their scores and things. Pretty athletic team, a deep team, play a number of kids. Very aggressive man-to-man defense. Like to get up and after people. Offensively, I think their identity is getting better and developing, what things they want to look for. So certainly going to be a great test on the road for us against a solid basketball team.
Coach, we do see that aggressive man-to-man defense on our offensive end. What are some keys for us against Mitchell?
Yeah, ball movement is huge for us, Brett. There's times in games where we get a little too stationary with it, whether it's just holding the ball too long or just not moving. When we move that ball side to side and we're cutting and we're making that extra pass to find open people, we're not getting really good shots, get in the paint touches off of multiple different ways, then we're really difficult to defend.
Macy Kemp, a girl for them, average is about 16 points a game, but what really impresses me, she's a really good rebounder. She had 14 rebounds against Yankton the other night. How important will be able to find her and box her out tonight?
Yeah, very important. She's a kid that's really come along, a kid that can score points like that, a kid that goes hard and gets some offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. And, just like any team we play, there's going to be top 2-3 players, and do a good job identifying them, trying to keep them in check the best you can. And ultimately it comes down to, at the end though, when you get to this point in the season, just do what you do best. There's certain keys we think we need to do to be successful, and we want to execute those keys tonight.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Brett.
Okay, let's get right to it. Brett, what are some keys of victory for the Lady Knights to take on, to win over these Mitchell Colonels?
Absolutely, Dan. Let's get out to a quick start again. O'Gorman's outscored their previous three opponents in the first quarter, 61-11. Let's continue that tonight. Limit our turnovers, handle Mitchell's pressure defense, win the rebounding battle. You got to find Macy Kemp. She's a good rebounder, had 14 against Yankton. And finally, play our pace, fast, up and down basketball.
And tonight's keys of victory for the O'Gorman Knights have been brought to you by Fritsch Benefits, a registered investment advisor representative. Coach John Fritsch can be reached at 605-334-8086. And
also, we have the game day shows brought to you by First Premier Bank Card. First Premier Bank Card are proud sponsors of the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights. First Premier Bank Card, locally grown, nationally known.
You've been listening to the First Premier Bank Card Knights Game Day Show. Coming up next, we'll have the Knights Tip-Off Show featuring the starting lineup. Stay tuned on Real Presence Radio.
Hi, John Fritsch, Fritsch Benefits. The people we work with have two goals. Number one, they don't want to run out of money. Number two, whatever is left, they want it to go to the people they love. Could be issues like Social Security claiming, Medicare choices, even asset allocations for your 401k, or you may want to treat your church like one of your children. If you want to talk about any financial issues, you can call me, John Fritsch, 334-8086.
Investment advice offered through IMS Wealth Management, an SEC registered advisor.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
On the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, Fritsch Benefits Registered Investment Advisor Representative, McGuire Iron, Knights of Columbus Insurance Field Agent Jeff Gillen, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, First Premier Bank Card, Sioux Equipment Company, Ide Bailey, Farrendor Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Jameson Rounds Managing Partner of Value Visor.
Tip-off to tonight's game is just moments away. With all the exciting action of O'Gorman Knights Basketball, let's go to the gym.
And welcome to Mitchell, South Dakota. Before we get started, let's have our prayer. Father.
John Hagerty, pastor of St. Lambert Parish in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Let us pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. In the book of Deuteronomy, we hear, "Be brave and steadfast. Have no fear or dread of them. For it is the Lord your God who marches with you. He will never fail you or forsake you." God our Father, we know that you are always with us in every competition of life, whether it be on the field or on the court or in the family or at school. You are with us, Lord. Help our young people to realize this and to always turn to you in their time of need. We pray especially for safety for our young people as they compete. We pray for our parents, that they would support all children. And we pray for our refs, that God would give them the grace to make good calls and to have an eye to see all that happens. We ask all this through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Lady, Queen of Victory, pray for us.
That was our national anthem, and I didn't get...
It looked like a Mitchell student that sang it.
She looked pretty young.
Yeah.
Like a 5th or 6th grader. God bless her. She did excellent. So let's get to the starting lineups tonight for the O'Gorman Knights, recorded by the ladies.
Carly Kunkel, number 10, 5'6", senior, guard.
Izzy Moore, 13, 5'9", junior, guard.
Hannah Ronsick, number 30, 5'10", sophomore, guard.
Reagan Riley, number 5, 5'10", junior, forward.
Emma Ronsick, number 31, 6'1", senior, forward.
And that's O'Gorman Knights starting lineup. They're coached by Kent Coldrew in his 22nd season. His record of 356, 168, one state title. Made the state tournament 16 out of 21 years at O'Gorman. Brett, starting lineup for the Mitchell Colonels.
All right, thank you, Dan Johnson. For Mitchell, they'll start number 5 guard, Adea Plastow, 5'7", junior. Number 10 guard, Avia Haley, a 5'8", junior. number 14. Another guard, 5'7" junior, Cameron Krogman, number 32. A forward, a 5'10" junior, Haley Hone. And number 33, forward, a 5'10" junior, Macy Kempf. All juniors starting for Mitchell. They're coached by Cole Knippeling. In his first year with a 7-10 record, was the Mitchell boys assistant last year and previously the head boys basketball coach at Elk Point Jefferson 9 years. He's a Chamberlain, South Dakota native.
A Cubby from Chamberlain. So don't go away. Tip-off is coming up shortly. You're listening to tonight's basketball on Real Presence Radio.
Eide Bailey, a public accounting firm, provides tax, accounting, assurance, and business advisory services to clients across the nation. With offices in Sioux Falls and 40-plus locations in 15 states, Eide Bailey is the workplace for 2,500 professionals. The firm has been serving clients for over 100 years. You can contact Eide Bailey online at eidebailey.com. Eide Bailey is a proud supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities and the Real Presence Radio Network.
Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street in Sioux Falls has something for everyone. They offer a buffet featuring pizza and chicken. Pizza Ranch has daily specials as well as 5 party rooms and a dining area. You can also order online and they'll bring the experience to you. Pizza Ranch is located across from O'Gorman High School on 41st Street and can be contacted by calling 271-8646. Pizza Ranch is a strong supporter of O'Gorman Knights athletics and activities.
All right, welcome to the Corn Palace. Brett Byler, Dan Johnson with Real Presence Radio. Mitchell won the tip. They get the ball first. First possession of the game, Knights on defense. Knights in their blue tops, blue bottoms. Mitchell in their white tops, white bottoms, and gold trim. The three-pointer is missed by the Colonels. Plastow, and here comes the Knights with Izzy Moore up the front court. Isabel spins and lays it up and in. So nice play by Isabel Moore. And there's a double wait, Nope, we got a timeout already. Thought there might have been a double dribble.
Coach Knippeling doesn't like something right away. You're listening to KGWB 94.5 FM, KSTJ 91.3 FM, Real Presence Radio. Our website is yourcatholicradiostation.com. Our mobile app is Real Presence Radio. Hopefully, if you're not watching us on YouTube, it's Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. You go to YouTube and watch tonight's game. Start of the game, it's 7:21 in the first quarter. Warming up 2-0. Mitchell calls the timeout here right away.
Boy, that's an early timeout to call, Dan, in the first
early timeout.
35 seconds of the game. He must have not seen something he liked, Coach Knippeling. So we'll see how the Colonels react. We'll see the Knights probably going to do a little bit of a press here. Colonels ball now. Knights look like they're about a 1-2-1-1 press. Krogman gets in the middle to break the press to Hone, and Hone is rejected by Emma Ronsick. He'll be still with the Colonels. So 2 historic buildings Dan and I have been with in the last couple of days, the Huron Arena and the Mitchell Corn Palace.
You were here last year and the year before.
I was.
Yeah.
So I've been to the Corn Palace a few times now. Here is Macy Kempf all the way, misses, gets her own rebound. She'll pull it back out, new shot clock. Colonels go around the perimeter. Now low is Hone over Emma, and Emma Ronsick will get a quick foul.
And I noticed earlier they were taking it to Emma, so I think that's going to be their goal tonight, is get her in foul trouble and take Emma out of the game.
That's a very good goal.
And then well, any coach you're going to play against O'Gorman, you're going to try that. So Emma picks up her first foul.
So Haley Hone to the line, makes the first, and look at Haley Hone. She's a pretty physical girl. Looks like she's been in the weight room a little bit. Makes the first free throw. Has one more for the junior, and it is good. So it's 2-2 early going. Reagan Riley, kind of a dangerous inbound pass, but gets it to Izzy Moore. And we talked about, Dan, we'll see how the start of this game goes. The O'Gorman's been really getting off to quick starts in the first quarter in the last 3 ball games, outscoring their opponents 61-11. They outscored Huron 21-5 on Thursday night. Dangerous passes intercepted by Kempf. Looking for Ronsick. Carly threw that one at a double coverage. So Knights are in that zone to start out with. Mitchell this year offensively struggling a little bit. They only average about 49 points a game. They struggled against Yankton, only scored 38 on Thursday night in their loss.
There's a strong arm reach out by Hannah.
So Hannah Ronsick who averages about 3 steals a game, intercepts it, but then she'll get it knocked out of bounds, and it must have been off of Hannah.
Be Mitchell ball.
So where I'm standing, I'm going to try and rely maybe a little bit on Dan here. I'm blocked in the baseline a little bit, but so the teams exchange turnovers, and Mitchell breaks the press this time. Deep 3 that time by Krogman. I think she shot that from Parkston, and she made that one.
Parks and South. Alpina's up this way.
All right.
You're the other way. That's South.
That's why I ride the team buses to these games so I get lost. And Emma Ronsick is fouled by either Hone or Kempf.
It'll be Kemp.
So the 2 main players for both these teams now have 1 foul each with Ronsick and Kempf. Emma's free throw is good. Emma's a 79% free thrower on the year. Leads the Knights. She leads the Knights in points, rebounds, and blocks this year. 16 points, 8.5 rebounds, 2.5 blocks.
And that's why she's the #1 player in the state.
Correct. Makes them both. Gets the friendly roll in the second one. It's now 5-4 Mitchell. And that ball is knocked out of bounds by Izzy.
It'll be Mitchell ball.
All right, thank you, Dan. Right in front of the Mitchell bench that time as I maneuver around my chair to get a better view. So Mitchell will get into Haley. Hone down low gets the layup.
See Emma backed off?
Yep.
She knows better.
So Haley Hone has a couple 4 points in the early going. So the Colonel's off to a nice start, and what do we got? A whistle? I believe a foul on Mitchell.
Home picks up her first.
So it looks like the refs are calling it fairly tight here at the early going. Emma is getting bodied up a little bit by Hone. Out to Carly. Mitchell, Dan, is in that man-to-man defense we talked about. Here's Emma baseline to Hannah. 24 in the shot clock. Good defense by Mitchell. And Carly's handoff to Hannah is stolen by Plastow. Here's Haley to Krogman. Back to Kempf. And Krogman went without catching the ball. It's a turnover. It'll be interesting to see the Knights Thursday night played against a 2-3 zone, and they have plenty of room on the perimeter. They don't have any room tonight.
No, they're pretty. Heron's been practicing.
They're right up in the grills of the Knights as Plastow is guarding Carly, who's going to almost get tied up, and she will get an offensive foul as she elbows Plastow to the ground.
And shoot all over, and Carly pushed off. So
yeah.
Carly said, "Get off me," and elbowed her to push off, and they wouldn't call it the other way. So
that's a frustration elbow, which I could see coming a mile away.
And I'm going to give Carly that one. That ref should have called the foul before she was all over her like that.
And is that a travel? Yep, travel on Hone. Yeah, I believe so. I think Carly got fouled, didn't call, and then with Plastow all over, she just wanted to get her off of her and elbowed her to the ground. There's a travel, so Mitchell has turned it over now 2 straight possessions.
4:42, Mitchell up 7-4 in the first quarter here from the world's only Corn Palace.
Nice back cut by Emma Ronsick, who scores the reverse layup.
Nice look by Carly there.
That's the one, and Carly with the steal and a bad pass by Kempf. And then Carly almost throws it away. Hannah down low now. She gets it muscled up and in.
I thought she got fouled.
I did too. So this is where Knights are the best at getting that press on, creating turnovers, speeding the game up, and Plastow breaks it. Krogman for 3, no good. Emma rebounds it. Emma, dangerous pass, and Hannah's knocked down by Krogman. Good sportsmanship helping Hannah up. These Mitchell girls, Dan, they're quick. You got to be careful with your passes against them.
Krogman, her first, 3rd team foul for the Mitchell Colonels.
Gia Winger is in for Mitchell, number 35, a post player. Well, the Knights bring in Allison Crouch for the first time. Off the bench. Crouch guarded by Kempf. A lot of dribbling. Down low to Hannah. Hannah is going to be fouled that time by Haley.
She's going to go on the line for 2. And that's our goal, to get it inside. We got, got Hannah M in there. We can pass them into them, and they can get up and score.
So Avia Haley with the foul. Hannah Ronsick to the line. Hannah's another good free throw shooter. 76% on the season, makes the first. Knights have 3 girls. Other starters are plus 70 from the free throw line with Emma, Hannah, and Izzy.
Yeah, Izzy was 71.
So here's Hannah's second one. Kind of jinxed her, missed it. Little Carly fighting for the rebound. She's on the ground, and she's going to travel because she was spinning around as she's laying on the ground. So there's a turnover. Carly's getting the award for being on the floor the most so far tonight.
Kind of reminded me of Riley Benson last 2 years.
You stole words out of my mouth, Dan. That's kind of the Riley Benson award for girl on the ground the most. Here is Mitchell going to have to hurry up to get a pass half court, and they're going to call a timeout. So,
no,
wait,
10 seconds.
They got before the timeout.
Yep, he didn't get it called in time. Jason Reisdorfer called the 10 seconds, so Gorman ball. Knights up 9-7 here, 3:33 in the first.
That's been Mitchell's issue this afternoon is turnovers. That's number 4 already for them. So now in the corner is Crouch to Hannah Ronsick. Hannah's going to drive, dish out to Crouch. She's going to drive the lefty end, jump stop, shot is good. So Allison Crouch off the bench scores 11-7 O'Gorman.
Last 2 games, she put up double figures off the bench.
She had double figures last Saturday against Brookings 15. I don't believe so against Huron. And we got a timeout, so Coach Knipling's going to have to use 2 timeouts already. We got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Listen to O'Gorman Girls Basketball on Real Presence Radio. And Dan, we're winding her down. This will be the second to last regular season game for O'Gorman. The girls will have Washington next Thursday in a doubleheader with the boys, and then it'll be time. So these get points more.
And what game that will be Thursday night. If you're listening tonight, if you're just getting out of Mass, what time is it here? I got to think.
Yeah, look at the
6 o'clock. Well, you should be at 5 o'clock out of Holy Spirit and 4 from Christ the King and 4:30 St. Lambert. Shoot you be home around your way home from Mass. And if you want to come and see Gorman basketball come Thursday night, the gym should be packed against Washington Warrior doubleheader. Doesn't get any better than that. Down to the wire. And that's a team that's caused us the most trouble this year with the game we played against them over there.
Yeah, absolutely. So that should be a fun one. The Warriors boys are very improved, too, from when we saw them in January. Here is Kemp using her muscle. She kind of just shoved Reagan Riley under the hoop, and she scores. So Macy Kemp, a junior.
Yeah, Mitchell hadn't scored there for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, they were stuck on 7 for a while. Here is the Knights with a nice play out of the timeout, and Hannah does not hit anything but backboard on the wide open 3. Good play design by Coach Colesrud. Here comes Mitchell. And Kemp will fire for 3. No good. Plastow has it but loses it. And Izzy gets the ball corralled. And she's going to wing it up to Hannah, who, a lot of contact, no call. Knights get the ball.
Kind of sloppy.
That could have been Kemp's second foul, too. This Mitchell team, they're a physical bunch. And Plastow, I think, is going to get the reach foul.
But I like how Ellison coming around and take it to the basket. So that's 5 fouls now in the first quarter for Mitchell Colonels.
And 2 for O'Gorman, so Mitchell getting close to being in the penalty.
O'Gorman ball underneath.
So Izzy has it. Well, hand it out to Emma. Emma doing some dribbling against Hone. Allison. Down low to Emma. Posting up. Emma using that size and strength, and she'll have an and 1 attempt. Emma Ronsick, 6'1", senior, with a beautiful play down low.
Now, did you see Allison there with her pushing them off? Mitchell is playing tight, aren't they?
They are, and that's Haley.
Man-to-man.
And that's Haley Hone's second dance. That's the 6th team foul for Mitchell Colonels.
And Emma makes that, so 14-9.
1:52 left here in the first quarter. Gia Winger back in, Hone out. So Knights in that 2-2-1 press. The Colonels break that. Haley looking down low to Winger, and she's going to almost throw it away. Krogman has it now. Plastow dribbling around, and nice little running shot by Adea Plastow. And we got another foul, Dan, so they're in the penalty already at the 1:28 mark of the first quarter.
Winger got that one, so that's her first.
And you're sending the wrong girl to life here, Mitchell. Emma doesn't miss many.
And you're sending the right girl for the Knights.
Yes. So on the season, Emma Ronsick from the free throw line coming to the ball game is 48 out of 61. She's made 3 in a row, so she's 51 out of 64 now.
4 in a row tonight.
Emma makes both free. So let's see if Mitchell will adjust her style with getting all these fouls. Here's Adea Plastow breaking the press. Nice bounce past the winger who misses the layup. Front court. Hannah with a bunch of speed cannot connect it, and it's out on, is it out on Allison, Dan?
I'm blocked out too, but I can see the girls going down court, so it's Mitchell ball.
Yeah, Dan and I are kind of kitty-cornered here on the side of the court, and it's hard to see the baseline closest to us right now. If you're watching the video stream, you can probably tell that. And we have a travel. That's the third travel of the first quarter on Mitchell.
Yeah, the visiting radio station doesn't get a good seat here.
A little bit better. We have pretty nice seating up in Huron. We're up nice and high and could see everything up there.
I'd call this the Bob Euchre section. If you know what I'm talking about there, folks.
I'm old enough to know what you're talking about. Here is the Knights. In the corner is Crouch, going to go baseline. Cut off by Krogman. We have 18 on the shot clock. Carly with it. Knights up 5. 42 seconds on the first quarter. Carly Kunkel dribbles in. Can't connect. Rebound by Kemp. So we'll see if Mitchell, Dan, will hold for the final shot or if they're going to play a little faster here. About a 3-second differential game and shot clock. Macy Kemp from the free throw line. No good. Carly rebounds. Knights have about a 3-on-2 if they hustle. Here's Emma. No good. Loose ball. Corralled by the Knights. Carly will line up the 3. No good. Hannah Ronsick, offensive rebound, and she is fouled. So that's like the third shot of the possession for O'Gorman, and Hannah to the line.
Carly had a good look out there.
She did, and Emma got a nice look before that. Just couldn't quite get her footing down on that little step-through shot. So Hannah Ronsick to the line. She's 1 for 2 from the free throw line today. Makes that one. Hannah's a 75% free throw shooter on the year. She now has 4 points tonight. Knights have pushed their lead up to 6. Second free throw on the way for Hannah Ronsick. Makes the second. So Izzy's in for Hannah.
10.2 seconds. Colonels will have the whole length of the court here.
Knights look like they're going to do that press again, which is smart here when you're trying to slow them down from getting to the hoop. 6 seconds. Mitchell does break it finally. Here's Haley. Shoots it way short. Reagan Riley catches it, and that's how the first quarter will end here at the Corn Palace in Mitchell, South Dakota. The Knights 18, the Mitchell Colonels 11. We're going to take a break. We come back. We'll be having the start of the second quarter. You're listening to Real Presence Radio.
Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness is a third-generation chiropractic practice focusing on inspiring patients to take control of their personal health and the health of their families. Dr. Eric Ferendorf is a 99 O'Gorman alum and is a proud third generation of O'Gorman Cathedral High School graduate, following in the footsteps of his grandfather and uncle. Ferendorf Family Chiropractic and Wellness, formerly known as Village Chiropractic Clinic, is located on the northwest corner of 49th Street and Southeastern Avenue. You can reach them at 605-334-8000.
Real Presence Radio will be broadcasting an estimated 42 Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls and boys basketball games in the 2019-2020 season. Tune in to the RPR network on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com, on our free mobile app, and on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. If your business would like to sponsor our O'Gorman basketball broadcast and have your business's message heard across each of these platforms, contact me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
Welcome back to Mitchell, South Dakota. We're playing the game at the world's only Corn Palace. Start of the second quarter, Lady Knights 18, Mitchell Colonels 11. Here's Brett Byler.
All right, thank you, Dan. Pretty physical first quarter for both of these two teams. Mitchell has 8 fouls right now, so they're already in the penalty.
And Bergen Riley now in, second quarter for the Knights.
And Haley Hone, a starter for Mitchell, she has 2 fouls, so she's not in right now. Here's that man-to-man defense.
Izzy.
On Izzy. First one is long. There's a game up in Brookings today, Dan, between the Knights, not the Knights, the Coyotes and the Jackrabbits.
USD, the top 20 ranked?
Yeah, USD won by 10 points. That's the second time they beat the Jacks this season.
Well, but not very many.
Let's just stay with the present. 26-2 USD Coyotes right now. Here is Reagan Riley, dribbles into a Colonel, and are we going to get a block or a charge? Riley won't be a rabbit or she's going to be a Bison volleyball commit, so she makes the first.
Bison. Oh, come on.
We'll have to have a talk with Reagan after that. Oh, good. And the rebound, Kemp. Reagan, a terrific volley. She'll have one more year left. Reagan's sister will be interesting to see. And the year, no good by C.
Through on the bottom half and quarter.
Checked in. Bergen Riley checks out for the Knights.
They got to put some points here on the board before half.
Got to be aggressive too. With 9 fouls for Mitchell. Drive to the basket. Try to get into the get in the free throw line. Good post up for Emma. She'll spin. She'll float it up with the right hand. Short. Macy Kemp with the rebound. Haley out in front of the pack, and she'll just stop as the Knights get back. Hard to get transition points against O'Gorman. They're so quick and athletic. That's an air ball by Haley. Corral by Crouch. And she is going to dribble in and shoot it and score it.
Nice jumper. 8-foot jumper by the senior.
That's 4 points off the bench for Allison Crouch. Knights lead is now 8, 26-18. 3:10 left in the second quarter. Brett Byler, Dan Johnson, Real Presence Radio with you. Handoff to Plastow with a head of steam, and Adea Plastow with a nice layup.
Now, Allison's grandpa was mayor over here. Bet you didn't know that.
I did not.
He was mayor here at Mitchell for like 10 years, I believe.
Facts that I learn every day from doing games with Dan Johnson. There is a nice layup by Emma Ronsick on the terrific pass by Allison Crouch that time. So Emma has a game-high 11 points.
Knights up by 8 here, the biggest lead of the game.
Yes, game's been close all the way. Mitchell had a little lead early. Knights had a 7-point lead after the first quarter. Mitchell went on a 6-0 run. Knights then went on a 5-0 run. Here's Krogman to Kemp. And Macy Kemp with the shot clock running down hits the 17-footer.
She's got 5 on the evening.
Hear the crowd right below us. Here is Reagan Riley over to Hannah Ronsick. Did Hannah step out of bounds? I believe she did.
So Izzy Moore's out. Carly Kunkel's in for the Knights.
And Taylor Giblin, number 11, has checked in the game for the first time for Mitchell.
2 minutes to go in the first half.
And Sarah Siebert also back in for Mitchell. So, yeah, this is a smaller lineup for Mitchell. Basically 4 guards and 1 post with Kemp being the post. So Knights on the rebounding, get it inside, could probably do some damage against this unit for the Colonels. Ooh, almost a steal by Hannah. She claps her hands knowing she almost had it. Nice look down low to, oh boy, Plastow was rolling on the rim and bounced off. So Adea Plastow on a nice pass by Macy Kemp will go to the line.
Reagan's first foul, 16 foul.
This Colonel team's been pretty impressive. They're 7-10 right now in the season. I haven't seen them in person yet this year, and she makes the first free throw. But they're right now 12th in power points, so they hoping to try to move up a little bit in their final few games. And she makes them both. They're 4-6 here at home this year, so they haven't played the best at the Corn Palace.
So they cut the lead in half, 24-28, Knights up.
Yep, Plastow made both free throws. Here's Hannah for 3 on the screen, and she drills it. The elevator screenplay, gotta love that one. It's a double down screen, and it comes around the top, and she drilled a 3.
First 3 for the Knights.
A lot of times with McKinnon.
Fun to watch.
Another outside shot.
Nope.
Free plug by Dan there. Here comes with a steal.
On Hannah, but no.
So Ronsick to the free throw line.
Double.
So an 8-point game right now, 34-26. O'Gorman leads. 21 seconds left in the second quarter, excuse me. And Hannah makes a free throw. I think this is trips 5 and 6 now to the line for Hannah Ronsick tonight.
Izzy Moore's in for Carly.
Hannah makes them both. So the Knights are up 10 now, 36-26. Colonels with the ball, 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Siebert is trapped, and she falls down, and that'll be A foul on Reagan Riley, I believe, and that'll be a 1-1 now. Second, I believe, on Reagan.
Correct.
7th-team foul. So Siebert to the line. So Bergen Riley will come in to replace Reagan Riley, who's not happy with that foul call. And we also have a Colonel will be coming in for the shooter is Kelsey Dami. Free throw is up and no good. Emma with the Knights have to hurry. 9 seconds left. Here comes Izzy. Hands out to Emma. Way out there for 3 is short. It's off of Bergen Riley. It'll be Colonel ball with 1.7 seconds left. So Dami comes in for Siebert. 1.7 seconds on the second quarter. Mitchell will have to go full court here, so not a high percentage. They're going to get the nope, and Krogman just heaves it at the buzzer. So entertaining first half at the world's only Corn Palace. It's the O'Gorman Knights 36, the Mitchell Colonels 26.
And you're listening to Real Presence Radio here on KGWB 94.5 FM Sioux Falls and KFTJ 91.3 FM Hartford, or online at yourcatholicradios.com. Stay with us for the Knights of Columbus field agent Jeff Gillen's halftime show. We'll be right back.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
Pregnant, one word, many emotions. Sioux Falls Catholic Family Services is ready to support you by providing free and confidential counseling to birth parents regardless of faith or ethnic origin. For more information, to speak with a pregnancy counselor, or to schedule an appointment, call Catholic Family Services at 605-988-3775 or email cfs@sfcatholic.org.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kofc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call Jeff Gillen at 605-759-7204. That's 605-759-7204.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Halftime Show, brought to you by your Knights of Columbus field agent for Sioux Falls and the Southeast South Dakota area, Jeff Gillen.
And welcome back to halftime here from the world's only Corn Palace, the Lady Knights 36 and Mitchell Colonels 26 at halftime here. You're listening to the Knights of Columbus Jeff Gillen's halftime show. Brad, let's break down this first half here.
Well, it was, I thought, a terrific first half. I mean, a fun watch for me as a viewer and as an announcer. Mitchell came out as we expected. They were physical. They were up in O'Gorman's face, but in turn, it gave them a lot of fouls early, Dan, and they got into foul trouble, but didn't seem like it hurt them as much as I suspected in the second quarter. But Knights got up to a nice little lead, 18-11, and then Mitchell bounced back with a little 6-0 run, and then the Knights answered with it. So, 10-point lead. Emma's had a good first half for O'Gorman. They've got to the free throw line. Hannah has been to the free throw line. Emma's been to the free throw line. So I think that's where O'Gorman's, if you look at, we don't have stats in front of us, but that's where they've a big advantage over Mitchell in the first half, Dan, is on the free throw stripe.
We're 12 or 14 for the first half from the line.
Yeah, and Mitchell's maybe made a few free throws, if that. So
but 14 attempt free throw. That's pretty good for the first half, and it's
that's a good percentage too. So I think that's been a key. Defensively, though, I think we need to find Cameron Krogman a little bit better. She's made 3 3-pointers, also made an outside shot. So I think that's something in the second half we got to look at. And Mitchell does a good job with their offense because they have that Macy Kempf inside. You kind of get another girl on top of her. You leave a shooter. If you swing it around and find the right shooter, she's the one you got to find.
Now, the one thing I'm going to point out, Carly, no points this first half. And that's where they're kind of taking Carly out of it. They're that man-to-man. They're really sticking on her, and they're really not letting her get the ball to shoot. And that's good defense by the Colonels.
And then what makes the Knights so dangerous, too, is you just have so many other players that can, if one player, say, doesn't score as much in the first half, you have other players to step up. Emma, Hannah, Allison Crouch has 7 points off the bench. So they're just O'Gorman's is so deep, it's kind of almost like a pick your poison type of a thing. You can send multiple girls, say, if you want, at Emma, but then you have 2 other girls that are scoring 10-plus points a game this year. Hannah's scoring 13, Izzy scoring 12. I mean, Allison off the bench about 5, Carly 7, Reagan 5. So, I mean, it's just a lot of firepower for O'Gorman. As Mitch 4 or 5 trap when you're the underdog playing against the number 1 team in state.
Yep. So coming up next on the O'Gorman Inside O'Gorman, we will let you know what's coming up this week for activities at Bishop O'Gorman High School. Stay with us. You're listening to the Knights of Columbus field agent Jeff Gillen halftime show. Knights lead 36-26.
Jardine Construction is a general contractor of custom homes, remodeling, and commercial construction. Jardine Construction works in close cooperation with project owners and customers when developing a plan for a building or home. Jardine Construction has lots available in Sioux Falls, Hartford, and Humboldt. John can be reached at 605-231-0830 and Tom at 605-261-6174.
Community. It's at the heart of everything we do at First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. From supporting area athletics to funding academic scholarships, we continually seek new ways to improve and strengthen communities we serve. At the heart of these communities are people, our customers, and our employees. We work hard to ensure our customers are successful and our communities thrive. It's the Premier way. It's what community banking is all about. First Premier Bank and Premier Bank Card. Locally grown, nationally known.
Welcome back here to Halftime Show, the Inside O'Gorman. Let's talk a little bit what's going on at O'Gorman, Bishop O'Gorman High School this week. Today was the wrestling, had the regional meet in Brookings, and the show choir was down at Omaha South today. Monday is the band high school and junior high jazz concert at Lorraine Theater, 7 o'clock. I tell you what, we got the athletics, but the arts, they're pretty darn good at O'Gorman. We know that. And that's Monday night, 7 o'clock, Lorraine Theater, high school band and junior high jazz concert. Tuesday night is the Festival of Orchestras at Lincoln. Also, we'll be at Lincoln for 7 o'clock. The boys' game at 7 o'clock will be taking on the Lincoln boys, and we'll be broadcasting and video streaming that game from Lincoln High. Of course, Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. Wednesday morning, the Catholic businessmen will have there'll be Mass and breakfast at the Cathedral, and our new elected bishop will be speaking there after Mass at the breakfast. And I believe the tickets are $10 and that. So Thursday is the last regular season game on the schedule. Thursday night at 6 o'clock or 5:30 Keeter time. We'll be broadcasting the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Washington girls at O'Gorman. And then after that will be the boys. And both those games I look for a packed house. There'll be senior night and everything. Friday is debate, oral interpret down at Harrisburg. And then the state wrestling tournament is at the Denny Sanford Premier Center next Friday and Saturday. And then also debate on Saturday for the debate team. So that's what's going on. And one more thing, next Saturday, now we have a club sport, and this isn't sanctioned by the high school activities, but a club sport, the O'Gorman Baseball. And they're having a fundraiser next Saturday at the Unified Center, which is the Special Olympics building out there on the north side of 90, right west of Cliff there on the north side of the interstate. Cornhole tournament. I call it beanbags. That's the way we were raised. But
I did too, yeah.
But it's a cornhole tournament, $2,500 total purse, and I tell you what, that's pretty darn good money. It's February 29th, registration at 10. The bags start flying at 11 o'clock, and they got a competitive division, $60 a team. Just get a hold of anybody at the baseball. Call up there, and to register, you can call 605-376-7024, 376-7024 to register to get ready for that next Saturday. I'm going to have to make an appearance up there because I'm going to have to see this because we got to support everybody, and we want to support the baseball team, and so that's next Saturday.
And their coach is girls sophomore coach Danny, or one of the coaches is Danny Hughes.
And
so.
a lot of these players out here that from the boys team are on there. Like Reese is one heck of a pitcher. So The Inside O'Gorman has been brought to you by Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, our 6 elementary schools, junior high and high school exemplify gospel values, strong student achievement, and community service. Each and every school is dedicated to mission of forming a community of faith and learning by promoting a Catholic way of life through gospel values and academic excellence. The Knights halftime show is brought to you by Jeff Gillen, your Knights of Columbus agent for Sioux Falls in Southeast South Dakota for term life, whole life, long-term care insurance, and retirement planning. That's what I'm into, Brett. I did that a while back.
I'm not there yet.
Jeff can be contacted at 759-7204, Knights of Columbus Insurance. While we're talking about Knights of Columbus, it's Ash Wednesday, so what does that mean? Lent on Friday. So I know St. Lambert's. I got to get our plug in next Friday night. Your deep fat fries, free will and stuff, and I'm not sure. If you want some good fish, local Catholic Church in Sioux Falls, Holy Spirit, St. Therese,
St. Michael's,
same year, and coming up during Lent. So
and Jeff talked with John Beebe's
video.
For 32 years, the Dakota has been helping the Community Foundation, helping people grow deeper in love to God.
On our free mobile app and on YouTube, Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls, and that ball is kicked by Emma, so Mitchell retained possession.
And the same starting 5 in for the Knights. It's the second half here, and the Knights will be at the far end, so we'll be able to see everything down there for what the Knights can do on offense or defense.
And Haley Hone, who has 2 fouls, is now back in for Mitchell. She hasn't played in about 4 or 5 minutes because she picked up that second foul early in the second quarter. Krogman, the big three-point shooter, has it guarded by Carly. Carly's all over here. Back to Krogman, only 2 on the shot clock. Needs a fire. It's short.
Nice defense there.
Good job that time by Carly recognizing the shooter and was all over her.
Nice crowd. Nice O'Gorman crowd here tonight.
Shout out to Uncle Mark if he's listening and watching. Here is Hannah Ronsick. Long three-pointer is good. The Knights' leading three-point shooter at 44% on threes in the year. Hannah Ronsick, her second 3 of the game, her 41st 3 of the season. Macy Kemp having a lot of trouble getting it past the front court. Does finally to Plastow to Haley, back to Kemp.
Mitchell's physical, though.
They are. And there is Carly with the steal out of nowhere. And she's going to go coast to coast and lay it up and in.
She must have heard me at halftime. Either that or Uncle Mark texted her at half.
Yeah. So a 5-0 run to start the third quarter by the Knights.
You got to have her a little aggressive out there. She's got it, and she does that very well.
And we have a loose ball, and it'll be a tie-up. Possession arrow favors the Colonels.
With her being the general top of the key, she's got to.
As both Coach Roby and Coach Colzer always mention, those first 3 minutes of the third quarter is very important. Knights 5-0 with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Macy Kemp from the free throw line, in and out. Emma with the rebound. She's going to go to Izzy. Izzy's going to spin. Back out to Carly. No good. Loose ball. Kemp has it. She'll find Krogman.
Nice look, though, by Kunkel.
Haley for 3. Got it. Big basket for Avia Haley. It's about a 6-point turnaround because Carly missed the 3 at one end. Could have made it a 18-point game, and then Haley makes it. Here's Carly. Will have another chance at 3. No good. Reagan has it. Loses it. Loose ball. Hannah on the ground. Carly has it. A little helter-skelter here. Reagan Riley will get in the corner against Kempf. Hannah Ronsick will shoot another 3, and Hannah Ronsick is on fire, folks.
6 points for the Knights here.
16 for Hannah tonight. Here is Plastow, throws it away. Emma Ronsick with the steal. Hannah Ronsick will back it back out over to Carly. 8-2 here in the third quarter through about the first 3 minutes. Knights with the advantage. Oh, great idea by Izzy, but the pass was just a little bit too long. Emma 6'1", she needed to be about 6'3" to catch that one.
Hey, Allison Crouch is in for Reagan Riley. Allison off the bench with 7 points tonight.
Knights have pushed their lead to 15 right now, 44-29. 4:35 left in the third quarter at the Corn Palace. Here is Plastow to Haley. That took a while to get to her. She was open in the corner. That ball doesn't have much oomph on it. Good defense by Izzy Moore. It'll be knocked out of bounds. It'll be Colonel ball. Here, Coach Barry Matt is telling Allison to get underneath the hoop.
Krogman's going to bring it in for the Colonels.
Just got to get it in. There she does, finally to Plastow. Down low to Haley Hone, and she'll score it. Haley Hone at position on Emma, and Coach Cole Knipling will call a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second commercial break. You're listening to Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls basketball.
Real Presence Radio is now on Google Assistant devices, including Google Home, phones, tablets, and smart displays. To start this action, say something like, "Okay, Google, talk to Real Presence Radio." It will then ask what station you want to play, to which you can respond, "Play Sioux Falls," or "Play AM 970," or "Play WWEN. From there, you can use words like play, pause, and stop. Listen to RPR anytime, anywhere, now on Google Assistant devices.
You're listening to Real Presence Radio, KGWD 94.5 FM, KSTJ 91.3 FM, Sioux Falls, Real Presence Radio. YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. Our Twitter page is at RPR Sioux Falls. Knights lead 4:19 in the third, 44-31. And Mitchell just took their third timeout. There's 2 left. Knights hadn't used any. He took 2 right away in that first quarter. So that's going to come back. And
well, he took 1 in the first 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Dan, we do got a final girls score. Sioux Falls Lincoln girls 66, Pierre 56. So Lincoln's girls lost last night in Aberdeen. They bounced back and get a win in Pierre today.
So that's a long haul. Aberdeen and then last night and then playing Pierre right away today, which everybody has to do it.
Yeah, they sure do. So the Lincoln girls with a win. Here is O'Gorman trying to also get a win today. They're up by 13, 4-12 here in the third quarter. Knights ball. Mitchell's been playing that man-to-man defense. You see a lot of teams play zone against O'Gorman, but Mitchell's going to stick with that man. Hone is all over Emma, maybe shoving her a little bit. Here's Hannah.
Shoving her a lot. We talked about that at break, and you can see them two going back and forth, and Hone just getting away with it.
And they're going to get Hannah Ronsick on an illegal screen. So that will be the Knights' second team foul of the third quarter. No fouls for Mitchell, so a little bit difference in the fouls here so far. Or actually, the first foul. Thank you, Dan. So it'll be Mitchell ball, 44-31. Here's Krogman way out there short. Right to Haley. Back to Plastow.
You can't let Krogman out there by herself.
No, she was way too open that time. Plastow looked in the corner, and there was no one over there. Here is Haley from the other corner. No good. Hone and Izzy fighting for it. It'll be good sportsmanship by Plastow as Izzy kind of hit the railing a little bit.
Running in the railing. If you've ever been to Corn Palace, where Myron Florin and Lawrence used to play here, that metal railing there, that can hurt folks. You come full pressure like that. Ouch.
That's the call, Dr. Mark Hagan at 361. Ouch right there. Here is you like that, don't you, Dan? Here is the Colonels with the ball now over to Krogman. And she'll lose it. Knights with it, Reagan Riley. Out to Hannah. Good job getting the ball at the front court to Hannah. We'll go over to Izzy. Open three-pointer by Moore. Ooh, just a little long. And Reagan Riley, nice offensive rebound. That's what Reagan really provides for this team is hustle and rebounding.
She can jump.
She can. It's in the Riley genetic pool because Bergen Riley can fly as well. Cross court. Ooh, very dangerous to Hannah. Hone over Emma, but she'll knock it out of bounds. Do we have a foul?
Be a foul on
yep,
her.
Looked like he was going to call. That'll be a 3 on Haley Hone.
And
so that will be her third. We'll see if Coach Knipling looks like he's going to leave her in right now.
She should have more than that, but they're letting her go.
44-31 Knights. Ooh, Emma was straight on. This way short as the student section gives her the airball chant. And now, go ahead, Dan.
44-31, 2:43 to go in the third.
So Sarah Siebert is in. Avia Haley is out for the Colonels. Knights are in that 2-2-1 press at the moment. As Mitchell trying to get past, and it's knocked out of bounds by Allison Crouch. So Mitchell retained. Oh, they're going to say it was off of a Colonel, so they're going to give the ball to the Knights.
Hey, we got something our way there.
So Mitchell is not. Girls are kind of confused by that call.
And that's right in front of.
Right in front of the O'Gorman bench.
Yep.
If you want to watch and listen to us on YouTube, it's Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. Well, we appreciate all the comments and all the viewership, and that's the 4th foul now on Haley Hone. And now she'll check out, so maybe a possession too late getting a sub for her. Gia Winger will come in now.
She's a good player, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to play defense on Emma, isn't it?
It is.
And Emma's going to bring the ball in underneath.
Emma's so versatile. She can shoot it outside. She can go inside, too. Here is Izzy all the way, does a spin, and is just a little short. And we'll have a foul on Hannah Ronsick, her second of the quarter. A little over-aggressive that time. Hannah, I don't think, agreed with that one either. So both teams with 2 team fouls. I guess I don't know if any player ever agrees when they actually foul someone. Here is, a dangerous pass by Kemp to Winger, to Plasto, to Krogman. Here is Macy Kemp. Free throw line shot is just a little long. Good look for her, just a little bit too hard. Here comes the Knights. Allison Crouch springing up the front court, going in for the layup. So 9 off the bench for Crouch. 46-31 O'Gorman. Dangerous pass stolen by the Knights. And Crouch will score back-to-back baskets.
I like that 8-foot jumper there. She comes down and pops it.
So Mitchell will now get it past half court. Biggest lead of the game tonight, folks, for O'Gorman right now. 1:33 left in the third. 48-31 O'Gorman. Siebert's 3 is no good. Reagan Riley close to stepping out of bounds with the rebound.
Need help, and she got it.
As Hannah Ronsick will get it past half court as you hear the Knights yelling, "Go, Hannah, go." Crouch throws it away as she's trying to look for Emma, and Winger has it. She might have been better off just shooting that one. So Mitchell will have it now. Trying to get on the board. Offensively, they're kind of stalling out here a little bit in the third quarter.
Under a minute.
They had 26 at half, Dan, so only 5 points in the quarter for the Colonels. Here is Krogman for 3. Ooh, in and out. Emma with the rebound, and she's surrounded by Colonels. She gets out of the pack. She'll get it over to Izzy. Nice pass to Hannah. Give Emma Ronsick the hockey assist that time, and the assist to Hannah.
You see that? There was 4 blues down the court. No way. Yeah. She had her pick who she's going to throw it to.
There's 3 girls trying to steal it from Emma, who she got away from all 3 of them. So now Mitchell with the ball, trailing by 19, 50-31. They're going to slow it down now with 12 seconds left. That's tipped out of bounds.
Okay, Carly is back in. Carly Kunkel and Bergen Riley in for Izzy Moore and Hannah Ronsick with 10.5 seconds to go in the third. As Brett said, Knights up by 19, 50-31.
So 18 for Hannah, 11 for Emma, and 11 for Allison Crouch for the Knights tonight. 11 for Cameron Krogman for Mitchell. Here is Plastow's 3 is good. Adea Plastow hits the 3-pointer, and that will close the third quarter. So the Knights with a nice third quarter of a 14-8 run in the third. The score is O'Gorman 50, Mitchell 34. We'll have 1 quarter left. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Real Presence Radio, O'Gorman Knights girls basketball.
At McGuire Iron, we protect and store quality water for people and communities across the country. We are family-owned and operated and have been building and maintaining America's water tower infrastructure for over 100 years. We pride ourselves on using faith principles in our business practices every day. This deep faith in the church is why we support the Bishop O'Gorman Catholic School System. From all of us at McGuire Iron and the Jones family, we wish all O'Gorman students and student-athletes good luck this year.
Did you know you can listen to the RPR network when you're on the go? Just search for Real Presence Radio in your app store. Listen live to any station across the network at any time, so you can stay connected to your local community from wherever you are. Plus, if you miss a program, the Real Presence Radio app is your one-stop shop for local and national podcasts, including our signature show, Real Presence Live. the Real Presence radio app. With you every step of your faith journey.
All right, welcome back. Knights girls basketball started the fourth quarter at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. Emma Ronsick's fadeaway is no good. Have some girls on the floor. Bergen Riley is one of them. We got a foul call.
That was only 4 fouls at third quarter. Big difference from the first half.
I was going to say, Macy Kemp gets her second foul. Third team foul by the Colonels. So here is Emma with us. So it's Emma, and she'll fade away and score. So Emma, Reagan, Bergen Riley. So the Ronsicks, the Rileys, and Carly are your 5 for O'Gorman.
It's 13 for Emma.
Colonels with the ball. Plastow with it, and she'll get an illegal screen by Winger as she fouled Hannah Ronsick on the illegal screen.
And you said Lincoln ladies won today out in Pierre?
By 10. Yep.
Good win for the Lady Patriots. And shout out to some of the Lincoln parents and stuff. I know they're listening on their way back from Pierre, so I got to give a shout out. Melissa, how you doing? Drive safe.
Congrats to Matt Daly and his girls.
He's a classic coach. That he is. Just like Coleswood.
So here is the Knights with it. Emma, 14 on the shot clock. So good defense this time by Mitchell. As I say that, Gia Winger is a little bit too handsy, and she'll get a foul. So now we're getting those fouls, Dan, you're asking for.
Why? Kind of wonder what happened there.
So Reagan Riley will take it out of bounds to Carly Kunkel. Mitchell still in that tight man-to-man defense. Carly is almost going to get tied up, but not. Nice double team on Emma. Down low to Bergen. And Bergen can't get the little bunny from about 2 feet away to go in. So rebound by Kemp. The Colonels are going to push. Avia Haley thought about the 3, didn't take it. Here is Plastow with the ball. 9 points for her tonight. Kemp in the corner, open, and scores it. So Reagan Riley couldn't quite get there, and Macy Kemp scores. She has 7, so she's still about 9 under her season average of 16. I think Hannah traveled, and she did.
And Mitchell's not going away.
No, they play hard.
they're staying right with it. So Reagan Riley's out. Izzy Moore's in. So Kunkel, Moore, Emma, Hannah Ronsick, and Bergen Riley in for the Knights. 52-36, 6.5 in regulation.
Knights 18-0 on the season, while the Colonels are 7-10 right now. Here is Haley from the corners. Got it. So Avia Haley, her second 3 of the second half, both in that same spot in the corner.
13-point lead. That's starting to dwindle.
Here is Emma. All the way. Maybe could have been an and one, no call, and she gets the shot to roll in. So Emma Ronsick has 4 in a quarter. 15 in the game. Right at her season average. Mitchell playing a little fast right now. They got to kind of get catched up if they can. Score quick and try to get some stops defensively. They're swinging around the perimeter. 15 now on the shot clock. Passed out to Krogman. Down to 10. Here is Haley. Back to Krogman. She does a nice pump fake, and Emma Ronsick swats it into the cheerleading section.
Oh, nice block by Emma.
Those long arms of Emma Ronsick with the block. She had 2 of those against Huron the other night.
Okay, Reagan's in for Bergen.
4 in the shot clock, Dan, for Mitchell. See if they realize this.
Don't give her the shot from Woonsocket.
Haley from Woonsocket, no good. That hit the rim. They should be a play on, and they are finally. Both teams kind of stopped for a second.
When you hear the horn, everybody kind of like.
Yeah, everyone just kind of stopped. Here's Hannah Ronsick for her third 3 in the second half. In and out. Emma fighting between 2 Colonels, can't get it, and it'll be Mitchell ball. Dan, by the end of this season, folks, will have taught me a geography lesson in the South Dakota cities. I'll be ready to go for next season. So Mitchell with it, down by 15. 4:59 left, so about 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. Here is Haley, jump stop, no good. Haley Hone in the game, and she scores on the offensive rebound. So Hone, couple baskets here. And Kemp gets the shot, missed off of Izzy Moore, so they're going to push it. So we'll see what the Colonels, can they get her into a 10-point game? We have a, oh boy. Right before it looked like a jump ball was going to call, the ref blows a whistle and there's a foul called.
Going to be on Emmy. Izzy Moore.
So that's Izzy's second, the third team foul for O'Gorman.
Thought it should have been a jump ball, but
that's kind of a quick whistle. So here's Mitchell with the ball. The shot clock resets at 35, 4:29 in the fourth. They trail by 13, 54-41. Been pretty impressed by this Mitchell team. This is the first time we've seen them play this year. A young team. They started all juniors, graduated 5 seniors from the team that finished 4th in state last year. Some really good players. Here is Krogman. I don't know how that ball got through to Kemp. She'll go in and she'll score it. Emma Ronsick will get the foul as Macy Kemp with a wild kind of spinning layup goes in. She put the right English on that one. She has 9.
That's her second.
Emma's second, so the Knights starting to rack up some fouls. Give the Colonels credit. The Knights, I think, had about an 18-point lead earlier in the fourth.
19. And
it's now down to 11. Big free throw by Kemp. And she makes it. So she's in double figures. 54-40 for O'Gorman's got to be careful here. 4 minutes left here in the ball game. Got to get good possessions here. Mitchell still in that man-to-man defense. Hannah Ronsick open 3 after a great screen by Reagan Riley. No good. And Emma's fighting with Hone and Kemp. The possession arrow favors the Colonels.
Jump ball. Whoa. Okay.
That was a great screen by Reagan Riley. She knocked down a Mitchell girl who was, and Reagan was set that time.
Remember, Hone's got 4 fouls for the Colonels.
So Mitchell ball. Down 10. Trying to get into single digits for the first time here in the second half. It was a 10-point lead at halftime. Here is Haley. Thought about it. Out to Kemp. To Krogman. Floater is short. She gets her offensive rebound. She'll fire back up. No good. Emma has it. Loses it. Oh, and I think Haley Hone, if she just not have touched it, have been Mitchell ball, but she touched it at the end, so it'll be O'Gorman ball. 2 good looks by Cameron Krogman that time, just short on both. Fun game. I've enjoyed this tonight on a Saturday afternoon.
Coming up on 3 minutes in regulation. Knights up by 10.
Reagan Riley with it over to Izzy Moore. Emma's trying to post up. They're using Reagan's girl to help guard Emma. No one's really guarding Reagan right now. Izzy's in trouble. Gets it to Emma. Over to Reagan. 8 on the shot clock. She'll look for Crouch. She'll shoot the step back. Way short. Rebound by Plastow. And here's a Dea all the way. In and out. No good. Rebound by Izzy. Emma to Allison. Misses it. Emma rebounds it. She misses it. Reagan Riley rebounds it. Looks like she was fouled. No call. Hot potato with the ball. And here's Avia Haley has it out in front of the pack. Oh. Knights get back. Hone makes the layup. It's down to 8.
Wow.
46-54. And I think Coach Cole Knipling is going to call a full timeout. So we have a full timeout with 2:16 left in the fourth quarter. It's the Knights 54, the Colonels 46. Don't go away, folks. We'll have an exciting finish to this ball game.
Value Visor helps people and businesses discover, improve, and get the value from their businesses. With multi-certified valuation and mergers and acquisition advisors, they understand the complexities of valuations and negotiating in the mergers and acquisitions marketplace. For more information, you can contact Jameson Rounds, managing partner of Value Visor, at 605-370-6931 or online at valuevisor.com. Real estate through Murphy Business, Dakota Lakes.
All right, welcome back, folks. Brett Byler, Dan Johnson with you. Real Presence Radio, broadcasting Sioux Falls O'Gorman's girls basketball today. And number 1, Sioux Falls O'Gorman Knights 54, the Mitchell Colonels 46. Dan, this is the closest Mitchell's been since the first half.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's coming down here with 2:16 to go in regulation and 8-point lead. It's like, what's going on here? The girls are up at 19 here, and they let her slip here. But
Yeah, started the fourth quarter. It was 50-34 O'Gorman. That was 16 points. Emma made a shot right away to make it 18. So it's been 12-4 here in a quarter.
Yeah, four points in this little over 6 minutes. Under 6 minutes.
Yeah, so Mitchell's a +8 here. Knights got to use the time, Dan. That's our friend now with 2:04 left, 23 on the shot clock. Don't have to shoot it quick here, up by 8. Here is Reagan Riley. She'll shoot it. No one was guarding her, and it's a rebound by Mitchell. Haley out in front of the pack. Avia Haley makes the layup. It's now down to 6. Knights did not get back, and Haley has 8 here in the second half. Let's see if we can get the ball to Emma Ronsick to try to stop this bleeding here as Mitchell Colonel's on a big run. 14-4 fourth quarter for them. Here's Isabel Moore with a nice drive and a basket.
Oh, we needed that.
I'll take Coach Colger's blood pressure down a little bit.
It's bringing mine down.
Your rosary doesn't have to quite come out quite yet. 56-48 Knights.
I'm thinking about reaching it.
Kemp in the corner. Let's see if the Knights can get a stop here defensively. Haley for 3. Looked good. A little long and hit the shot clock. So it's out of bounds, basically.
Gorman ball with the minute 7, 56-48.
Good look that time. Avia Haley had a nice look at it. Again, like I said, Dan, the Knights should just take their time here, use all that 30-second shot clock if they want. If I'm Mitchell, I'm trying to steal or foul. Because the longer you let O'Gorman have the ball.
And they got 2 fouls to give here before they were the line, so that's just what they did, Brett.
Because you don't want to, like I said, it's not like the NBA where you can call a timeout and advance the ball and all this stuff. You got to stop the clock and put them to the free throw line or try to steal the ball, basically.
So it'll be Knight's ball right in front of the team bench, the timeline. Carly Kunkel will throw it in.
So the next foul by Mitchell will put O'Gorman to the free throw line. They have 6, and they probably want to foul Reagan, then that'd be the girl to foul. If you just look at the free throw percentages by the O'Gorman starters, Reagan's about 50%. So she's right at 55, 11 for 20 coming to the ball game. So her and Carly out of these 3 are the 2 you'd want to foul. Carly's at 50%.
We need these.
So it will be a 1-1 for Reagan Riley. Free throw is good. Good job by Reagan hitting that one.
She must have hurt us.
Carly gives her a little pat on the back. She'll have one more. Second one is a little bit long. Kemp with the rebound. Here comes the Colonels. 51 seconds left. They're going to push it up the front court. Here's Krogman going to find her. She's a good three-point shooter.
Get it out of her hands.
Plastow with it, looking for help. Knights in that 2-3 zone. Mitchell not shooting it. Now we're down to about 18, so we're halfway through the shot clock. Mitchell can't find a shot. Kemp in the corner, in and out. Plastow has it, loose ball.
Gorman ball, jump ball.
And Plastow and Carly get into it a little bit. Carly's smiling. And
shot clock's off, 27.9 seconds in regulation. Knights up 57-48. O'Gorman ball, they got the whole length of the court.
And the possession arrow favors the Knights, so that's why the Knights had the possession. Here is Izzy Moore. And she's going to be fouled by Cameron Krogman. So that'll put Isabel to the line.
She's 71%. She'd been the line once tonight.
So, and Izzy had the big basket. When Mitchell got within 6, all the momentum was with them. Izzy drove baseline, got a big basket to finally stop that drive. Because that was a 12-point swing in the quarter at that point. From 18-point lead to a 6-point lead. Izzy makes the first. 10-point game now, 58-48. This is looking literally similar to the boys' game against Mitchell. Remember here last year, Dan, where we had the big lead? And
I'm not going there.
You're not going there.
I'm not going there.
You don't want to think about that. Here is Hone with the rebound. So Izzy makes 1 out of 2. Here comes Mitchell, down 10, 20 seconds left.
I'm going to go deja vu. It's like, come on, girls, don't do what the boys did last year.
Right. We both had to get our rosaries out for that one. Here is Haley going to dribble it in. She's going to get it out to Plastow's. Three-pointer is short. Emma will have it. Mitchell probably they won't foul here. So Emma Ronsick will dribble out the clock, hand the ball to the referee, and the Sioux Falls O'Gorman Lady Knights improve to 19-0 on the season with a 58-48 win over the Mitchell Colonels. Mitchell falls to 7-11. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to have a quick post-game show. It'll be brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic, and that's coming up next after the break.
Your family is depending on you to provide financial security for them. The Knights of Columbus can help you with insurance solutions such as disability income, long-term care, both term and whole life, annuities, retirement, and estate planning services. Join the Knights of Columbus today at kofc.org/join us for access to all these insurance services. Call Jeff Gillen at 605-759-7204. That's 605-759-7204.
Real Presence Radio will be broadcasting an estimated 42 Sioux Falls O'Gorman girls and boys basketball games in the 2019-2020 season. Tune in to the RPR network on 94.5 FM Sioux Falls, online at yourcatholicradiostation.com, on our free mobile app, and on YouTube at Real Presence Radio Sioux Falls. If your business would like to sponsor our O'Gorman basketball broadcast and have your business's message heard across each of these platforms, contact me, Brett Byler, at 605-670-8333.
Hi, John Fritsch Benefits. The people we work with have two goals. Number one, they don't want to run out of money. Number two, whatever is left, they want it to go to the people they love. Could be issues like Social Security claiming, Medicare choices, even asset allocations for your 401k, or you may want to treat your church like one of your children. If you want to talk about any financial issues, you can call me, John Fritsch, 334-8086.
Investment advice offered through IMS Wealth Management, an SEC registered advisor.
Do you have daily pain and discomfort that includes headaches, neck and back pain, and arm and leg numbness? Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic provides gentle adjusting, x-ray evaluation, rehabilitation, and massage therapy to treat these symptoms. Hagan Chiropractic Clinic is located on 14th and Cliff, 6 blocks north of Avera Hospital.
Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Don't say ouch, call me at 361-OUCH.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, welcome to the O'Gorman Knights Locker Room Show, brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic. Now, back to the gym.
The O'Gorman Lady Knights improved to both 19-0 on the season with a game that maybe got a little bit too close to comfort for us here in the fourth quarter.
You think?
Winning 58-48, a game the Knights had an 18-point lead at the beginning stages of the fourth quarter, and Mitchell got it all the way down to 6, and Izzy Moore hit a baseline jumper, or baseline driving layup, and then some free throws at the end kind of put it away. But overall, a good road win for Sioux Falls O'Gorman. They had some girls in double figures. Dan Johnson, you want to let people know who scored tonight for O'Gorman?
Okay. We'll go with Emma Ronzik with 15, Allison Crouch off the bench with 7, Izzy Moore with 10, Carly with 2, Reagan with 2, and Hannah led all scorers with 18. It was 50-34 at the third quarter, and that's where they really, beginning of the fourth quarter, as you said, came back. So
overall, some we're gonna wrap it up quick so I can get on the O'Gorman team bus. Dan, what are some of your final thoughts on this ball game tonight?
The defense that Mitchell played, I haven't seen that tight defense like that man all year.
And a man-to-man throughout the full game, too.
And so Mitchell girls got to be tired, but they were on them. They never really didn't let Carly shoot threes and Izzy shoot threes. They were right on them, but they were tight, and they were very, very tight defense. I'll give them credit for that.
They're a young team. They don't play – yeah, they only have one. They have 2 seniors on their roster. Winger plays a little bit, and Dami played for about 20 seconds. So they're pretty much a junior, sophomore-oriented team. So they have a lot of young players. Dan, it's time for our player of the game, brought to you by Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade. And who has the player of the game tonight for O'Gorman?
We're going to give it to the 5'10" sophomore, number 30, Hannah Ronzik. She had 5 in the first quarter, 10 and a half, ended up with 18. And Hannah Ronzik is our Knights player of the game, brought to you by Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st and Sioux Falls. Pizza Ranch is a proud supporter of Bishop O'Gorman Catholic School and Real Presence Radio.
All right, I'll do a couple of quick scores that we got here. So final in AA boys basketball earlier today, Aberdeen Central 69, Harrisburg 51. Pure boys are playing at Lincoln right now. Watertown is at Brandon Valley in progress right now. And Yankton boys against Huron. That'll be starting up shortly. That'll be a big one. AA girls. Lincoln beat Pure.
Nice win for the Patriots.
66-56. Lincoln's now 14-5 on the season with one regular season game left. Yankton's girls win big at Huron 57-33. That's a 10th straight win for Trey Careers. Yankton Gazelles are 13-5 on the season. And Washington and Roosevelt play later on tonight at Sioux Falls Roosevelt. That's the scoreboard update.
So we're going to wrap it up here because Brett's got to get on the bus, and I got to catch my ride back to Sioux Falls. So the Knights Locker Room Show brought to you by Dr. Mark Hagan with Hagan Chiropractic Clinic in Sioux Falls. Don't say ouch. Call Dr. Mark at 361-OUCH. And our next, we're back on the air Tuesday night at Lincoln as the boys take on the Lincoln Patriot boys at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air about 6:30, 6:35. And then again, Thursday night, don't forget, coming over to Gorman, home game, last regular season home game for the night, doubleheader. I'm sure it's senior night, so it'll be a pretty good emotional night for some of these seniors and everything. So that's what's coming up next.
All right, I want to thank Dan Johnson. I want to thank everyone for watching and listening to us today up here at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. The O'Gorman girls defeat Mitchell Colonels by a final score of 58-48. Thanks for listening, folks. Have a great night, everyone. A great, safe weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday night. Good night, everyone.
God bless.
From the Real Presence Radio Network, O'Gorman Knights Basketball has been brought to you in part by
Catholic Family Services, Catholic Community Foundation for Eastern South Dakota, Jardine Construction, Hagen Chiropractic Clinic, Bishop O'Gorman Catholic Schools, Fritch Benefits Registered Investment Advisor Representative, McGuire Iron, Knights of Columbus Insurance Field Agent Jeff Gillen, Pizza Ranch and Fun Zone Arcade on 41st Street, First Premier Bank Card, Sioux Equipment Company, Ide Bailey, Farrendor Family Chiropractic and Wellness, Jameson Rounds Managing Partner of Value Visor.
The preceding O'Gorman Knights activity has been a special presentation of the Real Presence Radio Network.